If you or someone you love lives alone, this video is for you. Not because something is wrong, but because living alone means every single task falls on one person. And that person deserves every tool that makes life easier, safer, and more comfortable. Today we're covering 50 products that do exactly that, for the seniors who do it all on their own. All purchase links are organized by number in the description below. And before we start, if this channel has ever helped you or someone in your family, please press that like button with those kind hands of yours. It means more than you know. Let's get into it. Product 1. Nomo Smart Care. Medical Alert System. Fall detection for seniors. Living alone means there's no one in the next room when something goes wrong at 2 in the morning. The Nomo system monitors the entire home through a hub, satellites, and small wearable tags. No cameras, no invasion of privacy. When a fall is detected or the panic button is pressed, it immediately alerts the family's care circle and connects to 24/7 emergency services through Rapid SOS. The two-way voice communication means help can speak directly to the person, even if they can't reach a phone. It works over home Wi-Fi, requires no landline, and sets up in minutes without any tools or technician visit. For adult children who lie awake worrying about a parent 3 states away, this system changes everything. Product 2. Standard Wonder Pole, Security Pole, and Curve Grab Bar. Most falls at home don't happen outdoors. They happen in the living room, the bedroom, right next to the furniture. The Standard Wonder Pole installs floor-to-ceiling between any standard ceiling height and requires no drilling, no wall damage, and no tools whatsoever. It provides a solid vertical support pole for standing up, sitting down, or steadying yourself anywhere in the house. The curved grab bar at the side adds a secondary grip point exactly where your hand naturally reaches. It holds up to 300 pounds and doesn't move even under full body weight. For seniors who live alone and need stability in multiple rooms, this covers every corner of the home without a single screw. Product 3. Eye Health Track Smart Upper Arm Blood Pressure Monitor. High blood pressure affects more than 60% of Americans over 65, and most of them are managing it alone at home every single day. This monitor reads with one button, displays results in large, easy-to-read numbers, and automatically stores every reading in the free Eye Health app. Family members can check the history remotely, which means a daughter in another city can see if her father's numbers have been trending up all week. It detects irregular heart rhythms and flags them on screen without requiring any medical knowledge to interpret. The cuff fits virtually any adult arm and the results are clinically accurate. Product 4. Live Fine Automatic Pill Dispenser with 28-day electronic medication. Organizer missing a dose of a blood pressure medication or a heart pill when you live alone isn't just inconvenient, it can be genuinely dangerous. This dispenser organizes an entire month of medications by day and time, then dispenses the correct compartment automatically with an alarm and flashing light when it's time to take them. The lid locks so the wrong compartment can never be opened by mistake. Family members can monitor adherence remotely through the app, receiving a notification if a dose is skipped. It handles up to 9 alarms per day, which covers the most complex medication schedules. For anyone managing 5 or more prescriptions daily on their own, this removes one of the most stressful parts of independent living entirely. Product 5. Fire Avert Electric Auto Stove Shut-Off Safety Device. Unattended cooking is the #1 cause of home fires in the United States. And for seniors living alone, a moment of distraction in the kitchen can have devastating consequences. Fire Avert plugs directly into the stove's outlet and syncs to any existing smoke detector in the home. The moment the smoke detector sounds, Fire Avert cuts power to the stove automatically. No button to press, no action required. It installs in under 10 minutes with no tools and no electrician needed. It works with both electric ranges and any home that already has a smoke detector, which is virtually every home in America. The next few products address something most people never think about until it's too late. Keep watching. Product 6. Huggies Non-Slip Bathtub Mat. Anti-slip shower mat. Fast-drying bathtub mats. The bathroom floor, when wet, is one of the most dangerous surfaces in any home. And for a senior living alone, a slip in the shower with no one nearby is a genuinely terrifying scenario. This mat covers the full floor of the tub or shower stall, with hundreds of suction cups that grip even on older tile. The surface creates real traction underfoot, even with soap and shampoo involved, which is when most slips actually happen. It dries fast between uses to prevent mold and mildew, and the drain holes keep the tub clean underneath. It's machine washable, completely invisible in terms of design impact, and takes about 30 seconds to install. One of the most affordable and most important purchases a senior living alone can make for their home. Product 7. eufy Security Video Doorbell. Pro. No subscription. Dual cameras. Answering the front door alone, especially when you don't know who's there, can feel genuinely unsafe for seniors living alone. This video doorbell shows a live HD view of the front door and the surrounding area directly on your phone or tablet before you ever open it. It has no monthly subscription fee, which is a major difference from most doorbell cameras on the market. The dual camera design covers both the person at the door and the full front porch area simultaneously. You can speak to whoever is there through two-way audio without opening the door or even being in the same room. Family members can also check the live feed remotely and receive motion alerts whenever someone approaches. Product 8. Jubilee TV. Remote care system for seniors. Television is often the primary source of connection and entertainment for seniors who live alone. And a confusing remote is a daily source of frustration that nobody talks about. Jubilee TV simplifies everything down to a few large, clearly labeled buttons and a display that's easy to read without glasses. But what makes this different from any other simplified remote is the built-in family connection feature. Family members can check in, send messages, and share photos directly through the TV screen. It turns a television into a two-way communication device that keeps seniors connected to the people they love without requiring a smartphone or computer. Setup works with most standard TV configurations and takes just a few minutes. Product 9. Smart Door Handle. Lock with keypad. Fumbling with a house key when hands are stiff, arthritis is flaring, or arms are full of groceries is a frustrating daily moment that a keypad lock eliminates entirely. This handle lock replaces the standard door handle and lets you enter a personal code to unlock. No key, no fumbling, no lockouts. Family members and caregivers can be given their own unique codes, which can be changed or deleted at any time without replacing anything. The auto-lock feature means the door always locks behind you, which removes the daily worry of having left the door unlocked. It runs on standard batteries that last over a year and displays a low battery warning well in advance. Product 10. EasePick Pro 43. Foldable grabber reacher tool for seniors. Every senior living alone has dropped something on the floor and had to think carefully about whether bending down to get it was worth the risk. This 43-inch reacher extends your reach to the floor, to high shelves, behind furniture, and into tight spaces without any bending or straining at all. The 360-degree rotating jaw grips almost anything: clothes, bottles, small objects, trash. And the magnetic tip picks up small metal items like coins and paper clips. It folds in half for storage in a drawer or closet and weighs almost nothing. The grip trigger is easy to operate even with reduced hand strength or arthritis. Once you have one, you'll use it multiple times every single day without exception. Coming up, a product that people in our comments have been asking about for months. Keep going. Product 11. Drive Medical 2-in-1 Raised Toilet Seat with removable padded arms. Sitting down on a low toilet and pushing yourself back up is one of the most physically demanding moments of the day for anyone with knee pain, hip issues, or reduced leg strength. This raised seat adds several inches of height to any standard toilet, dramatically reducing the effort required to sit and stand. The padded arms provide a firm grip on both sides, so you can push yourself up without straining your knees or calling for help. The arms remove completely when they're not needed, so guests don't need to navigate around them. It fits most standard toilets without any tools and supports up to 300 pounds securely. For seniors living alone, maintaining the ability to use the bathroom independently and safely is one of the most important aspects of staying in their own home. Product 12. Eased Off Jar Opener for Seniors. Under cabinet jar openers for weak hands. A jar of pasta sauce, a bottle of pickles, a container of vitamins. Opening them alone when grip strength has reduced is a genuinely frustrating daily experience that most people don't talk about. This opener mounts permanently under a cabinet and stays there, always ready. You slide the lid into the V-shaped grip, give a gentle turn with minimal force, and the jar opens every time regardless of how tight it is. It works on virtually every lid size from small medicine bottles to large pasta jars, and it requires no batteries, no charging, and no maintenance. The installation takes about 2 minutes, and it never needs to be put away or cleaned. For anyone who has ever struggled alone in the kitchen with a jar that just won't open, this eliminates that frustration permanently. Product 13. Invacare. Sit to stand, lift for elderly, hydraulic, stand assist, lift aid. There are seniors living alone who have reached the point where getting up from a chair or off the floor has become genuinely difficult. And this is the product that addresses that directly. The Invacare hydraulic lift supports up to 350 pounds and gently raises the person from a seated or floor position to standing with smooth, controlled movement. The leg support is padded and contoured to fit comfortably regardless of body size, and the non-slip footplate ensures stability throughout the transfer. The low-friction casters roll easily across any indoor surface, and the handle can be used by the person themselves or by a caregiver. It's FSA and HSA eligible, which means it may be partially covered depending on your health account. For seniors who need this level of support, it preserves the ability to move safely at home without requiring another person present for every transfer. Product 14. Zacurate Pro Series 500 DL. Fingertip Pulse Oximeter Blood Oxygen Saturation Monitor. For seniors with heart conditions, COPD, asthma, or any respiratory concern, knowing your blood oxygen level at any moment is genuinely important health information. This fingertip oximeter gives a reading in seconds. Slip it on your finger, and within moments, the display shows your oxygen saturation level and heart rate in large, clear numbers. It's used by healthcare professionals worldwide and is accurate enough to be relied upon for real health monitoring at home. For anyone who has experienced shortness of breath, chest tightness, or fatigue without explanation, having this on the nightstand provides immediate answers and immediate peace of mind. It runs on 2 standard 8AA batteries and fits in a pocket or a purse for use anywhere. Knowing your numbers between doctor visits can make the difference between catching something early and missing it entirely. Product 15. Adjustable walking cane for men and women with 4-pronged base for extra stability. A standard single-tip cane requires balance to use, which is exactly what many seniors are trying to compensate for in the first place. This cane has a 4-pronged base that sits flat on any surface and stands upright on its own without being held, which means you don't have to worry about it falling over every time you let go. The height adjusts with a simple push-button mechanism to fit any person from 4'5" to 6'2", without any tools. The handle is ergonomically shaped and comfortable even for extended use throughout the day. It's lightweight enough to carry without fatigue and strong enough to support full body weight confidently. For seniors who live alone and move through their home independently every day, reliable support underfoot changes everything. What you're about to see next is something most people have never heard of, and it's genuinely life-changing for the right person. Product 16. Top Life Talking Clock for the elderly blind. For seniors with vision challenges, knowing the time shouldn't require squinting at a small display or fumbling for glasses in the dark. This clock announces the time clearly in a human voice whenever you press the large button on top, day or night, without any light required. The display is also large and high contrast for those with partial vision who still benefit from visual information. The volume adjusts to whatever level is most comfortable, from a quiet whisper to a volume audible across the room. It runs on standard batteries with no complicated setup required, and sits on any nightstand or kitchen counter. For anyone who has ever knocked a clock off the table trying to read it at 3 a.m., this ends that frustration permanently. Link 16 is in the description. Product 17. 2-pack talking watch. English talking watches. Unlike a clock that stays in one room, a talking watch goes wherever you go, on the wrist, just like any regular watch. Press the button and it speaks the time clearly in English, which is especially valuable for seniors with low vision who are away from home or moving between rooms. The 2-pack means one can live by the bed and one can be worn during the day, or both can be given to family members who benefit from the same feature. The buttons are large enough to press with arthritic fingers without frustration. The display is high contrast and easy to read for those who have partial vision remaining. Staying oriented to the time throughout the day is a simple but deeply important part of feeling in control of your own schedule. Product 18. Bump dots for visually impaired 165 PCs combo pack. For seniors with low vision, the biggest daily challenge isn't seeing large objects. It's identifying small controls, buttons, and labels by touch alone. These tactile bump dots stick to any surface permanently and create a raised bump that the fingertip can identify without any vision required. Mark the correct temperature on the stove dial, the power button on the microwave, the 2 setting on the thermostat, the right key on the keyboard. Anything that needs to be found reliably by touch. The 165-piece combo pack comes in multiple sizes and heights for different surfaces and different levels of sensitivity. They're completely invisible to anyone who doesn't know they're there, so the home looks completely normal. For someone losing their vision gradually, these dots preserve independence at every single appliance and device they use daily. Product 19. drinking aids, feeding cup for elderly adults, disabled patient. Spilling a drink because hands are unsteady, trembling, or weakened is one of those daily frustrations that quietly chips away at dignity over time. This feeding cup has a lid with a controlled spout that allows sipping without tilting the cup far, which dramatically reduces the risk of spills for anyone with tremors, Parkinson's, or reduced hand control. The handles on both sides allow a two-handed grip which provides much more stability than holding a standard cup by one handle. The wide base prevents tipping even when placed down on an uneven surface. It's dishwasher safe, lightweight, and holds enough liquid for a full drink without constant refilling. For seniors living alone who have started avoiding certain drinks because of spill risk, this gives that freedom back quietly and without fuss. Product 20. HZZ-Deng Folding Cane holds 400 lbs. Most standard canes are rated for 250 to 300 pounds, which leaves a significant portion of seniors without a reliable option that truly matches their weight. This folding cane supports up to 400 pounds with a heavy-duty aluminum frame that doesn't flex or wobble under load. It folds compactly for storage in a bag, a car, or a closet, and unfolds and locks into position in seconds. The height adjusts across a wide range with a secure push-button locking mechanism. The base tip provides stable contact on both indoor floors and outdoor surfaces like concrete and pavement. For heavier seniors who have struggled to find a cane that truly feels solid and trustworthy underfoot, this is the one that actually delivers that confidence. Halfway through, and the next section covers some of the most searched products on our channel all year. Product 21. 15x magnifying glass with light and stand. Reading a medication label, a piece of mail, a contract, or a book becomes genuinely difficult when vision has changed, and squinting or holding things close creates neck strain and eye fatigue over time. This floor-standing magnifying glass with LED light solves that completely. The 15x magnification is powerful enough to make small print large and clear. And the built-in LED ring light eliminates shadows, so every word is readable, regardless of the room lighting. The flexible arm adjusts to any angle and any height, so you can read comfortably whether sitting or standing. Both hands stay completely free throughout, which makes it ideal for reading while also holding a pen or turning pages. The stand is sturdy and stable on any floor surface and doesn't tip. For seniors who have reduced their reading because of vision strain, this brings that pleasure back immediately. Product 22. Super Gear Gait Belt Anti-slip transfer belt for seniors. Moving from a bed to a chair, from a chair to the bathroom, or from a car into the house becomes a two-person effort at a certain point. And a gait belt is what makes those transfers safe for both the senior and the person helping them. This belt wraps around the waist and gives a caregiver or family member secure, non-slip handles to hold during any transfer without grabbing clothing or arms. The anti-slip material means the handles stay firmly in place during movement, even if the person shifts unexpectedly. For a senior living alone who has regular visits from a home aide or family member, this makes every transfer safer and less physically risky for everyone involved. The buckle is simple to operate with one hand and adjusts to fit any waist size. For caregivers who have worried about dropping someone during a transfer, this is what removes that risk. Product 23. Vosic Electric Chair. Lift with large wheels, ultra-compact chair. Lift standing up from a low chair or sofa requires leg strength and balance that diminishes gradually. And for seniors living alone, this becomes one of the most challenging moments of the day. This electric lift chair assists the person to a near standing position at the press of a button. removing almost all the physical effort from what is otherwise a multiple times daily struggle. The large wheels make it easy to reposition throughout the home, so it can be used at the living room chair in the morning and the bedroom chair at night. The compact design fits in most standard room layouts without dominating the space. It supports significant weight and operates quietly without drawing attention. For seniors who have started avoiding chairs that are too low because they worry about getting back up, this ends that concern completely. Product 24. Blood pressure machine, automatic upper arm. Blood pressure monitor. Having 2 blood pressure monitors in the house might seem redundant, but for seniors managing hypertension alone, having a backup or a second device for different rooms is genuinely practical. Many keep one by the bed and one in the kitchen. This model is straightforward, operates with one button, displays readings in very large numbers, and stores the last reading automatically. There are no complicated menus, no app required, and no Bluetooth setup needed. Just press start and read the result. The cuff fits a wide range of arm sizes and applies the correct pressure automatically every time. For seniors who check their pressure daily as part of a medical routine, simplicity and reliability are the only features that matter. Product 25. Luminette LX3 FSA carpal tunnel and wrist pain relief device. Carpal tunnel syndrome and wrist pain affect millions of older Americans, and for seniors who live alone and rely on their hands for everything, this is not a minor inconvenience. It's a daily barrier to independence. The Luminette device uses compression and gentle vibration therapy to relieve tension in the wrist joint and carpal tunnel area without medication and without a doctor visit. It's FSA eligible, meaning it can be purchased with pre-tax health account dollars. You wear it for short sessions while sitting quietly, watching television, or resting. It requires no effort on your part. The relief is cumulative with regular use, meaning consistent daily sessions reduce baseline pain over time, rather than just masking it temporarily. For seniors who have limited their activities because their wrists hurt, this opens those activities back up. These next products address something our viewers have told us affects them every single day, and most people are too embarrassed to talk about it. Product 26. Odaro 2-pack pill. Reminder, lanyard or sticker pill tracker. Sometimes the most effective solution is also the simplest. And for seniors who take medication at specific times but live without anyone around to remind them, a visible daily tracker attached to a pill bottle or worn around the neck eliminates missed doses without any technology involved. These trackers clip onto a lanyard or stick directly to the pill bottle and let you mark off each dose visually as it's taken. No app, no charging, no Wi-Fi. Just a simple visual record that answers the question, did I take it already? Immediately, and without any uncertainty. The 2-pack covers morning and evening medications, or 2 different prescriptions. Product 27. Buddha board, the original water painting board for mindfulness and creativity. Living alone means spending a significant amount of time in your own mind. And for seniors, loneliness and mental stillness are genuine health concerns that affect physical well-being too. The Buddha board is a painting board where you paint with water using the included brush, and the image slowly fades as it dries, disappearing completely, ready for the next stroke. There's nothing to buy, nothing to clean up, no mess, no skill required. The act of painting and watching it fade is meditative and calming, and occupational therapists frequently recommend it for managing anxiety, stress, and restless hands. It sits on any table or desk and requires absolutely no setup. Product 28. Vive Sock Aid. Easy on and off. Stocking slider. Bending down to put on socks is one of those daily tasks that quietly becomes impossible for seniors with hip replacements, back pain, or limited flexibility. And going without socks isn't a real option in cold climates. The Vive Sock Aid holds the sock open in a flexible shell, while you slide your foot in from a standing or seated position without bending at all. The long foam handles let you guide the sock up and over the foot and heel with a gentle pull, and the adjustable rope sets the perfect length for your reach. It works with regular socks, compression socks, and ankle socks, everything that goes on a foot. It takes about 30 seconds to get dressed independently once you know how it works. Product 29. TheraFlow. Small dual foot massager for neuropathy. Diabetic neuropathy affects millions of American seniors and causes pain, tingling, numbness, and poor circulation in the feet, making daily standing and walking genuinely uncomfortable. This dual foot massager uses acupressure rollers to stimulate circulation and relieve tension in the soles, arches, and heels with gentle back and forth foot movement. You simply place your feet on it while seated and roll gently. No electricity, no charging, no setup. The dual design lets both feet benefit simultaneously, and the compact size fits under any desk, dining table, or recliner footrest. Occupational therapists and podiatrists frequently recommend this type of stimulation for neuropathy management alongside medical treatment. Product 30. iHealth Gluco Plus. Wireless Smart Blood Glucose Monitor Kit. For the 27% of American seniors managing diabetes, blood glucose monitoring is a daily non-negotiable, and doing it alone means all that data lives only in the device and in memory. This wireless monitor syncs every reading automatically to the free iHealth app, building a complete history that can be shared with a doctor or family member at any time. The lancing device is gentle, the test strips are easy to handle, and the entire process takes under 30 seconds from start to result. Family members can monitor trends remotely, which means a son or daughter can see if glucose levels have been running high all week before the next doctor's visit. It's compatible with most insurance coverage for diabetes supplies. Product 31. UShares Electric Insulin. Cooler Travel Case. For diabetic seniors who take insulin, keeping it at the correct temperature isn't optional. Insulin that gets too warm or too cold loses its effectiveness, and managing that alone while running errands, traveling, or simply during a power outage is genuinely stressful. This electric cooler case maintains the correct temperature range for insulin, using a thermoelectric cooling system that plugs into any standard outlet or car adapter. It's the size of a small pouch, fits in a bag or purse, and displays the interior temperature clearly at all times. For seniors who have ever worried about their insulin on a hot summer day in the car, or during a long outing away from home refrigeration, this removes that concern entirely. Product 32. RMS Button. Hook with zipper pull. Arthritis in the fingers makes buttons and zippers, the two most common fasteners on clothing, painfully difficult every single morning. This button hook and zipper pull tool handles both in one compact device that requires no fine pinching grip to operate. The button hook slides through the buttonhole, hooks the button, and pulls it back through with a simple wrist rotation that requires far less dexterity than doing it by hand. The zipper pull hooks onto any zipper tab and gives you a large, easy-to-grip handle to pull up or down without needing to pinch. It fits in a pocket or a drawer and weighs almost nothing. Product 33. Uwingsen Jar Opener for Weak Hands and Seniors with Arthritis. While the under-cabinet opener earlier handles mounted convenience, this handheld version covers every situation where that fixed opener isn't within reach. In the dining room, at the breakfast table, in a hotel room, or at a family member's house. The non-slip design grips any lid size and multiplies the turning force so even the tightest seal opens with minimal pressure on the joints. It requires no installation, no mounting, no tools. It's always where you need it because you carry it with you. For seniors with arthritis who have felt embarrassed asking for help opening a jar in front of others, this solves that problem privately and immediately. Product 34. Step 2 Bed Deluxe Bed Rails for elderly adults. Getting in and out of bed is something most people do twice a day without thinking about it, until it becomes the moment they're most at risk for a fall. The Step 2 bed system combines a sturdy bed rail with an integrated step stool and a built-in LED night light that activates automatically when you get up in the dark. The rail provides a firm grip for lowering yourself in and pushing yourself upright in the morning, and the step bridges the height gap for beds that sit higher than is comfortable to step down from. The LED light turns on the moment weight is removed from the mattress at night, illuminating the floor before your feet hit it. For seniors living alone who get up once or twice overnight, this covers the most dangerous moment of the night automatically, every single time. Product 35. Innovo IP900BPB Fingertip Pulse Oximeter. Having a second pulse oximeter, this one specifically designed for sensitive readings on thicker fingertips or fingers with poor circulation, addresses what the standard models sometimes miss. The Innovo uses a perfusion index alongside the standard oxygen saturation reading, which gives a more complete picture of circulatory health in one reading. The display is large, backlit, and readable without glasses in low light. For seniors managing heart conditions, COPD, or recovering from any respiratory illness, having an accurate backup oximeter that works reliably, regardless of finger condition, provides a critical safety layer at home. It stores the last reading automatically and requires standard AAA batteries with a very long battery life. What comes next is something you won't find on any other senior products channel, and for the right family, it could save a life. Product 36. Philips Heart Start Home AED defibrillator with training pads. Heart disease is the #1 cause of death among older Americans, and sudden cardiac arrest can happen anywhere, including alone at home with no one present to call 911 in time. The Philips Heart Start is the only AED designed and FDA approved specifically for home use, and it walks any person through the entire process with clear voice instructions that tell you exactly what to do step by step. You do not need medical training. You do not need prior experience. If someone collapses, you open the case, turn it on, and follow the voice. The system analyzes the heart rhythm automatically and only delivers a shock if one is medically appropriate. Product 37. Multi-purpose 48x40-inch positioning bed pad with reinforced handles. For seniors who have limited mobility in bed, difficulty turning over, repositioning, or sitting up, this large padded bed pad with reinforced handles on all sides transforms what would require a second person into something manageable alone or with minimal assistance. A caregiver grips the handles to gently reposition the person without straining their own back or dragging on the sheets. For seniors with limited core strength, the handles provide something to pull against when turning or sitting up. The waterproof underside protects the mattress, and the padded top surface adds a layer of cushioning for pressure relief during long periods in bed. It's machine washable and holds its shape through repeated laundering. Product 38. Huga Red Light Therapy Panel Device. Red light therapy has significant clinical evidence behind it for reducing joint pain, improving circulation, accelerating healing, and supporting mood, all of which are relevant daily concerns for seniors living alone. This panel device emits red and near-infrared light at wavelengths shown in research to penetrate tissue and stimulate cellular repair and circulation. You sit or stand in front of it for 10 to 20 minutes, and the effects accumulate with consistent daily use over weeks. It requires no creams, no medication, no appointments, and no physical effort on your part. Product 39. Luminette 3. Light Therapy Glasses. Wearable light therapy. Lamp depression affects 16% of American seniors and is dramatically underdiagnosed, partly because it often looks like fatigue or withdrawal rather than classical sadness. Light therapy, specifically bright light exposure in the morning, is clinically proven to regulate mood, sleep cycles, and energy levels, particularly during winter months or for people who don't get enough natural sunlight. The Luminette 3 is a wearable version you put on like glasses, delivering the therapeutic light directly to the eyes while you go about your morning routine, eating breakfast, reading, doing anything at all. You don't have to sit in front of a light box and stare at it. Product 40. Red light therapy lamp. Infrared light therapy with stand where the panel targets a broader area. This lamp on a stand can be directed precisely at a specific joint, muscle group, or area of the body that needs targeted treatment. The adjustable stand positions it at any height, floor level for feet and ankles, mid-height for knees and hips, or elevated for shoulders and neck. The infrared component penetrates deeper into tissue than surface-level red light, which is specifically valuable for joint pain, muscle stiffness, and circulation issues in the extremities. Sessions of 10 to 15 minutes directly on a painful knee or stiff shoulder joint provide compounding relief with daily use. For seniors who are already using a red light panel for general wellness and want a second targeted option for a chronic pain area, this pair covers both needs completely. Consistent daily use over several weeks is when the most significant results are reported. We're almost there. These last 10 products cover things most people never mention out loud, but they matter deeply. Product 41. Inhale Respiratory Trainer. For seniors with COPD, asthma, or any chronic respiratory condition, lung strength is something that can be actively maintained and improved, not just managed. This inspiratory muscle trainer provides measured resistance during inhalation, forcing the breathing muscles to work slightly harder with each breath, and building strength over time, the way any muscle builds strength through resistance. Sessions take just 5 to 10 minutes daily and can be done seated in any comfortable position. Regular use improves breathing capacity, reduces shortness of breath during exertion, and decreases the frequency of respiratory episodes over time. It's compact, requires no power, and is simple to use without any instructions after the first session. Product 42. Bedside Commode. Wheelchair with drop arms and lockable casters. Waterproof aluminum shower chair. This is one of those products that completely transforms daily life for seniors with significant mobility limitations, and it's rarely discussed openly enough. It functions as a bedside commode, a shower chair, and a transport wheelchair in one single piece of equipment, meaning a senior who struggles to walk to the bathroom at night can manage that need safely beside the bed. The drop arms allow lateral transfers without having to lift legs over a side rail. The lockable casters hold it completely still during use and release for transport. The waterproof aluminum frame means it can go directly into the shower without any concern about rust or water damage. Product 43. Vive Reclining Shower Chair with Wheels, Commode Wheelchair for Seniors. For seniors who need even more support during bathing, those who cannot stand at all, or who need a fully reclining position for comfort or medical reasons, this chair provides what a standard shower bench simply cannot. The reclining back adjusts to multiple positions, so the person can shower in the most comfortable and safe angle for their specific needs. The wheels allow caregivers to roll the person into and out of the shower space without any transfers. The padded seat and back provide comfort during extended bathing sessions without pressure point issues. For seniors who have had bathing become the most difficult and most dreaded part of the day, this restores dignity and safety to a routine that should never feel dangerous. It supports up to 300 pounds and is built entirely from rust-resistant materials for permanent bathroom use. Product 44. Breathing Exercise Device for Lungs, Lung Exerciser Device. Separate from the inspiratory trainer, this device works on the full respiratory cycle, both inhalation and exhalation, which is particularly important for seniors managing conditions that affect the ability to fully clear the lungs. Incentive spirometers and lung exercisers are standard tools in hospital respiratory care that are now accessible for daily home use. This device provides visual feedback during each breath, so you can see exactly how deeply you're breathing and track improvement over sessions. Regular use prevents the lung capacity decline that naturally accelerates with age and inactivity. For seniors recovering from pneumonia, COVID complications, or any respiratory illness, rebuilding lung function independently at home between medical appointments is exactly what this is designed for. Product 45. Big Breathe IMT Peppy Breathing Exerciser, Dual Action Lung Trainer for Seniors and Adults. This dual-action version trains both the inspiratory and expiratory muscles simultaneously in a single device, which represents the most complete respiratory training available outside a clinical setting. The IMT component builds inhalation strength, while the PEP component adds positive expiratory pressure, which helps keep airways open and clears mucus more effectively, a significant benefit for anyone with chronic bronchitis or COPD. The resistance is adjustable, so it can be set appropriately for someone beginning breathing training or for someone who has been training consistently for months. It comes with a carrying case for use at home or while traveling. For seniors managing multiple respiratory conditions, having a device that addresses both directions of breathing in one tool simplifies the daily routine considerably. Product 46. Pulmonary Miracle COPD Relief and Lung Detox. Capsules to clear lungs and aid breathing. For seniors managing COPD, chronic bronchitis, or persistent congestion, this supplement blend is formulated with herbs and compounds that have traditional and emerging evidence for supporting lung clearance and reducing respiratory inflammation. It's designed as a complement to, not a replacement for, prescribed medical treatment, used alongside inhalers and medications to support overall respiratory comfort. The capsules support mucus clearing, reduce the frequency of productive coughs, and help maintain airway comfort throughout the day. For seniors who have found that conventional treatment alone leaves them still struggling with daily congestion and shortness of breath, supplemental respiratory support is a reasonable and commonly used addition. Product 47. Freedom Wand Multipurpose Toilet Aids, 25.5-inch wiping aid. Toileting for women and men, maintaining the ability to manage personal hygiene independently, is one of the most fundamental aspects of dignity for seniors living alone. And limited flexibility, hip replacements, or back pain can make this specific task genuinely difficult without anyone to acknowledge it to. The Freedom Wand extends reach by over 2 feet, allowing complete independent toileting for anyone who cannot easily reach or who has been advised not to bend after hip surgery. It holds standard toilet paper, moist wipes, or any personal care product securely during use and releases cleanly. The design is discreet, the handle is comfortable, and the entire device is easy to clean between uses. For seniors who have quietly struggled with this but felt too embarrassed to mention it, this product exists specifically to restore that independence, and hundreds of thousands of Americans use it every day. Product 48. Wireless Home Security Intercom System with Vox hands-free and SOS alarm for seniors living alone in a larger home. Calling out for help from one room and not being heard in another is a real safety gap. This wireless intercom system places units throughout the home that connect to each other over radio frequency. No Wi-Fi required, no setup complexity, and no monthly fees. The Vox hands-free mode means the unit activates when it detects a voice without requiring a button to be pressed. Particularly important if a fall leaves hands inaccessible. The dedicated SOS alarm button triggers an alert sound through every unit simultaneously. For seniors whose family members or neighbors are within range, this creates a whole home communication network that bridges every room. It's also useful for day-to-day convenience, calling for help with a task without shouting across the house. Product 49. Fanwear Toilet Aids for Wiping Bottom. Similar in purpose to the Freedom Wand, but with a different grip and release mechanism that some users find easier to operate with limited hand strength or dexterity. The fanwear is lightweight, requires minimal hand strength to use, and works reliably for seniors who find traditional wiping genuinely painful or physically impossible due to hip, back, or shoulder limitations. The release mechanism deposits the tissue cleanly without requiring fine motor control. For seniors post-hip replacement surgery who have been told not to bend past 90 degrees, this is not a convenience item. It's a medical necessity for independent daily function. Available in a configuration that works for left and right-handed use. Product 50. Downy Lotion. Applicator for back. Applying lotion, sunscreen, medicated cream, or topical pain relief to the back, lower legs, and feet requires reaching and bending that becomes genuinely painful or impossible for many seniors. And going without moisturizer causes dry, cracking skin that creates its own set of problems. This long-handled applicator holds a standard lotion pad and extends your reach to the middle and lower back, the backs of the legs, and the feet without any bending at all. It's used standing or seated, and the applicator head holds lotion evenly across the pad for smooth, consistent application. For seniors managing eczema, psoriasis, diabetic skin care, or simply the natural dryness of aging skin on hard-to-reach areas, this restores the ability to take care of the entire body independently. It's also useful for applying topical arthritis creams to the lower back without straining to reach. 50 products, every single one designed for one purpose: helping someone live independently, comfortably, and safely in their own home. If you or someone you love is doing this alone every day, you are not invisible, and you deserve every tool that makes it easier. All 50 purchase links are numbered and waiting in the description below. And if this video helped you, or if it reminded you of someone you love, please press that like button with those kind hands of yours. It takes 1 second, and it helps us reach more people who need to see this. Drop a comment and tell us which product you found most useful. We read every single one. Subscribe for more honest reviews. We'll see you in the next one.